Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by William Ferguson, who was at the Team USA Scholarship Shootout last weekend. How's it going, my man?
Good. Yeah, it's going good. Yeah, it was a really awesome experience. Huge thank you to Jeremy Shaw and all of the guys who put that program together. Yeah, the PTC Training Center, that track was amazing. Set up by Paul Arnold. Um, yeah, a lot of fun for sure. Great group of drivers as well.
Okay, so I know we'll get more into that later, but I kind of want to know a little bit more about you. Um, I guess I guess I'll start with this. How did you get into what got you into racing, or how'd you get in it?
So I I played video games I started playing when I was like really little. Not like typical simulator like you see nowadays, more of just like on the controller,
Like,
just having fun, like since I was like 4 or 5, like with games like the original Gran Turismo on the PlayStation 2 and
yeah.
yeah. And just kind of was really interested in cars as I got older. I kind of just begged my dad to go to indoor karting for about a year until we finally went when I was like about 9.5. Went there a couple times. And then one of them suggested, they talked to my dad and they're like, hey, your son's pretty fast. He should try going to outdoor karting. And then, just steamrolled from there and took off. So, yeah.
Talk about what you've been doing this season. Where can people find you? Um, where where did that since that time? Where did you kind of go from there, and what are you running this year?
Yeah, so this year I'm running the Toyota Tires F1600 Championship with Brian Graham Racing. And that is up in Canada. My next race is going to be actually next weekend at Canadian Tire Motorsports Park. And that is the fifth round of the championship. One more after that. Currently leading the championship by a good margin of points. So we're looking good there. Yeah, I got into that so previous year I did Formula 4 on the West Coast with World Speed. And they after that we were kind of looking for somewhere to go. Wasn't really sure like on what track we should head on. There's a lot of different series nowadays, a lot of different places to go. Um, so we are kind of looking at we wanted to get into an F1600 car is what we finally decided upon. We just needed to figure out where. So they introduced us to um, Doug Leonard and Doug Leonard Sr. Um, and those guys down in Monterey who actually developed and designed the Piper DL7 car, which I'm running with Brian Graham Racing. And we were gonna do a test, maybe some races over here on the West Coast. But they eventually ended up introducing us to Brian Graham, and yeah, I kind of took off from there.
By the way, full context. William is from California,
Yeah,
so
so yeah, down. So that's Monterey for me is like an hour and a half away. I'm in Pacifica, California, just south of San Francisco.
um, let's talk about you're 18 years old. You just recently graduated from high school.
Yep,
You're going to college as well, trying to
yep,
balance school with racing. But college is more, it's at your own pace. You can take classes online. You can
yeah,
do that, and let's kind of tell everybody about that.
yeah. So I'm attending Cal Poly Humboldt, which is the school is about 4.5 hours from my house, 4.5 hours north. I was planning on going there in person and doing school up there, but then uh, this whole Team USA scholarship shootout thing took off, um, And I think, and honestly, just that whole experience really kind of boosted my career over the past like couple weeks. So I decided to hold off on college for a little bit. Still going to attend the school, just do
Yeah.
a couple online courses, and really focus on my racing career for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So I always got to ask when, people in racing, there's so many avenues you can take.
Oh yeah.
There's F1, there's IndyCar, there's NASCAR, there's IMSA, there's NHRA, there's World of Outlaws, dirt stuff. There's tons of things you can do. You can go to Le Mans too. No, that's sports cars.
Yeah.
But where do you want to be? Where's the goal for you?
IndyCar. That's the goal for me.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I figured I'd always ask because I cover all these different motorsports, mostly NASCAR, and I've covered IndyCar as long as I've covered NASCAR. But why IndyCar and also going through the road to Indy as well?
Yeah. So to me, I think IndyCar, for one, I just how I've seen how Formula One is. It's more of kind of what team you're on.
Yeah.
And with IndyCar, there's a lot of young guys, a lot of older guys,
Yeah.
just all kinds of ranges of experience, and drivers from all over the world. And yeah, it's just a great series, and they run a lot of cool tracks. The cars are way more equal.
Mhm.
Yeah, it just seems like the funnest series to run for sure to be in.
So, see, it takes some time to get there. And
Hmm.
where's your next move? Do you want to try the road to Indy, or are you looking at something else?
Yeah, I think so. My next move for next year is going to be looking at either the Road to Indy series, whether that's the USF 2000 car or the USF Juniors, um, or I would be looking at the FR America series. I know there's a really good scholarship opportunity through there to send you over to do or to help you reach the super formula. And that series is really awesome as well. So yeah, yeah.
Um, okay. So we've kind of got to know a little bit more about you and your racing career. But let's have some fun. Let's get since usually it's the first time we've had you on here. Well, might as well
Mhm.
have people get to know you a little bit too, outside of racing. So, okay, what is your all-time favorite racing memory that you have?
Okay. Um, that's a tough one.
This could be from you personally, or this could be from something you watched on TV or something you watched in person.
That's a tough one. I think one of my favorite racing memories is gonna be going to Italy in 2019 for the super final. That was for junior rock and go-karts.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, that was just a super cool experience. It was honestly, I think it was one of the first times I traveled away from home to without really my parents or anything. So that was cool traveling like to a totally different part of the world. Um, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so do you have any racing superstitions?
Yeah, like what is it like Daniel Ricciardo always puts his left sock on first or
Yeah,
something like
yeah,
that.
that kind of stuff.
Um, no, I don't think so. I try to eat a banana usually every morning
Nice.
um before I drive. No, I can't. No, I don't really think. I don't really have any superstitions like that. Um, I do take a while to put my gear on most of the time though. I make sure it's all exactly the
So
way I want it.
you like line everything out. Um, you like line out like your fire suit out or anything like that.
Um, I don't lie it all out, no, but I just kind of it takes me I really focus on exactly how my stuff is on, and I it usually takes me like instead of like 2 minutes. I've seen a lot of people get all of their stuff on like from earbuds to full suited up in the car in like 2 3 minutes. Takes me usually like about 5 or 6. I just like to make sure everything's in the right spot. That's one of my superstitions because I noticed I kind of get sometimes I'll get a little antsy because especially in the car stuff, you have to sit in
Yeah.
the car for a while. You're usually sitting in the car for a good 10 15 minutes, all suited up. So I really notice if like my head sock's like a millimeter off to the right or something. So
Jeez.
yeah.
Okay, I must ask now. I thought of it. Are you a neat freak?
Um, not really much of a that's the funny thing. I'm not really much of a neat freak. I try to keep my stuff pretty clean and organized for the most part. Um, my room's a little messy right now though, but yeah, no, it's just the racing gear. It has to be perfect every time.
Nice. Um, what's a TV or streaming show that you're really into right
Mm. I'm usually on Netflix most of the time. Um,
now? All the good shows are all the other places though.
yeah, well, it's pretty funny. There's this show called Inventing Anna. I've been watching it with my girlfriend uh recently. It's a pretty funny show. It's kind of like in the same genre, I guess, as like Wolf of Wall Street and just those kind of movies about it's just about this con woman who
Yeah.
kind of convinced everyone that she had a bunch of money or whatever. But yeah, yeah.
Okay. So, what is your go-to place for food?
Ooh, go-to place for food. And is this like more on the healthy side
Yeah.
or the
Well,
not so healthy side?
the only thing is it can't be from home.
Okay, okay, can't be from home. Um,
It can be fast food or it could be premium fast food. There is a difference.
I yeah, yeah. I really like I'm a big fan of Mexican food. I like my burritos and
Nice.
tacos and enchiladas and stuff. Yeah.
That's good. Good stuff. Um, all right. So here's the toughest one. Name three things people might not know about you.
Three things. Okay. I I like I actually really love skateboarding.
Okay.
I've been doing that for a while. And um I did judo. I do judo, martial arts. It's actually really good, not just physical training, but um mental training. It's good for because you're handling um yeah, you're just handling a lot of things at once. You're super exhausted and also trying to make sure you don't get thrown down by this other guy at the same time. So I've noticed it's good for like racing.
Right.
Yeah.
What's the third thing?
Uh Me and well, my dad and we don't do it as much anymore, but we we build water rockets. Um, but he has I can actually I'll go grab one right now. It's pretty cool stuff. Uh, they're like it's more like a small missile. It's pretty cool stuff.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
All right. Live and uncut. Okay, here we go. Well, he's going to get it. So, hi, how are you? So, of course, the Team USA scholarship will make their announcement. And of course, this is, I think, the 31st or 32nd year of the program. Of course, they'll head to run Formula 4 cars in Europe. Actually, I think in England, yeah, England or Europe or the UK or something like that. So, yeah, should be fun. Yeah. Okay, he's back. He's getting the water rocket. Look at that thing. Wow. That is something.
Yeah. A little more than just your average model rocket.
That is something. That is
So yeah, that's gonna be the third thing.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
that was something. That was
Yeah.
water rocket.
Yeah.
I would have never expected that. I don't think anybody expected that.
Yeah, it's
rocket. Wow, that's pretty cool.
yeah.
That. So, what are they for?
So it's more just like it's just a hobby. Yeah, it's pretty fun. But I mean, um, like racing, you build it, put it together and launch it and see how it goes. It's pretty cool.
Absolutely, bud. Well, this was a very interesting conversation. So, William Ferguson, thank you so much for coming on and talking with us and getting to know you more. We'll definitely have you on throughout the year.
Cool.
The rest of the year, and good luck to you in the next few weeks.
Thank you, Casey. Thanks for having me on.